You see, when my neurosurgeon came in one day, he goes, Scott, look, you may or may not recall this, but you were involved in a horrendous accident a few weeks ago. You broke your neck, cervical 6 and 7 vertebrae, and have a very serious spinal cord injury that's left you paralyzed from your chest down and diagnosed a quadriplegic. Dr. Stringer walked out of that room. One of my best friends walked in, my dad. My dad walked in with a golf club. And the only reason he did that was to give me something to shoot for, knowing I too was an avid golfer. But then he said this. He said, look, son, if you can, just let it happen. And what my dad was telling me was this: by not resisting the experience of change and letting it happen, then you'll find a way to navigate through it, but it's going to take time. And there's one thing I've learned about adversity, it is this: when it strikes, when it rocks your world professionally, in those moments you have a choice, just like I had a choice when Dr. Stringer first gave me the news. You can choose to be extremely bitter, days on end, if not months, or you can strive to be better. And I've simply come to learn, when you strive to be better in your life, when you focus on what you can control while striving to be better and accepting what you cannot change, that, my friends, that's a mindset that can keep your vision crystal clear and always in the forefront of your thinking. So why am I so passionate about vision? To understand that question, I need to take you back to my roots just for a moment. Well, between the ages of 5 and 8 years old, I had two people in influence in my life. I had my dad and Royal West. Royal West was my karate instructor. Now, my dad taught me the art of visualization through the game of golf, which I just described to you. Now, my karate instructor, Royal West, taught us one day the reason so many people fail to achieve the impossible in their lives is they view it, the impossible, as an excuse not to discipline themselves to take some sort of action. So when I was just a kid, I started embracing these concepts, started seeing some success with sports. And when I got to college, one of the biggest takeaways I got from my college coaches was this: regardless of where you at in your life, professionally as well, never be afraid to challenge your way of thinking. Now just think about that one for a moment. Now ask yourself this question: what kind of mindset do I need to be in today professionally to go with what scares me? I mean, how do you get to the top if you can't take the stairs, right? And how do you push through mental barriers? Well, you do it by challenging your way of thinking and by taking more meaningful, calculated, and informed risks in all areas of your lives and including your dreams.